stop spending these $10 bills. Now, the funny thing is about $10 bills is not many people pay too close attention to them. With that being said, there are a lot of rare and valuable $10 bills out there that you could find and sell for a lot of money. In this video, we're going to be going over some really rare $10 bills that you don't want to miss. All right, guys, let's hop into it with this first 2009 $10 bill that sold for $17,625. Now, some lucky individual out there came across this rare $10 bill and was able to sell it for $17,625, and here is the reason why. So first of all, this bill was graded by PCGS at a 67 PPQ, which means there's not a single fold on this bill whatsoever. 70 is the highest grade and 60 is the lowest grade for an uncirculated bill. Uncirculated means there's not going to be a single fold on this banknote whatsoever. Every fold matters and will decrease the value of your bill if you have them. Now, let's say that your bill has no folds on it. What is the next thing that allows it to get a high grade? That is going to be the centering. The centering is based on the margins around the bill, which is that white margin border that you see all around the bill. The better centered your banknote is, the higher grade it's going to be able to get. You can see the centering here is relatively dead on. This bill, because it is a serial number 1, which is very highly collectible, it sold for $17,625. All right, these are all genuine $10 bills from 1901. These are large size bills. I'll be really brief on this, but essentially it sold for $156,000. This is absolutely mind-blowing to have something like this. But again, back in the day, these bills were actually circulated in pocket change. These are beautiful bills because you have Lewis and Clark on either side of this beautiful bison in the center, and also this really big red 10 with an X and the seal on the right and the red serial number as well. Just overall a highly collectible bill, and the fact that you have it as an uncut sheet makes it even more rare and valuable. This once again sold for $156,000. All right, here we have a series 1950 $10 bill, and it is a star note. So essentially a star note is a produced note by the BEP that is made for the pure intention of replacing a damaged or error bill. Replacement notes can bring significant value, especially if the print run is low. This one got graded by PCGS at a 66 PPQ, and it sold for $4,600. All right, so this is a genuine $10 bill from 1861 that sold for $381,875. This is one of the most rare and valuable $10 bills ever to exist. They were the very first US paper money ever produced by the US federal government that circulated widely to the general public. They were authorized during the Civil War when the Union desperately needed funds after the first big battles drained the treasury. Prior to this, most circulating paper money came from state chartered banks or private institutions. These banknotes have the nickname of greenbacks, and they're incredibly rare and valuable. If you come across one, chances are you have a counterfeit bill, but this one is also a serial number 1, which makes it even more rare. But again, if you come across something like this, make sure to contact a rare paper money expert immediately, because you have something very rare and very valuable. If you have one, you can go to oldmoneyprices.com and reach out to the team there. Once again, $381,875. Looking at the back of this $10 bill, you can see everything looks fine and normal, but you'd wonder, why would it sell for $7,200? It's not until you flip the bill over to the front and you see that the second print is doubled. If you didn't know, the first print is actually the back of the bill. The second print is everything here that you see that is doubled, and the third and final print is going to be that overprint there that is not doubled. This bill sold for $7,200. All right, $19,800 for this 1928 $10 bill. Looking at the front of the bill, everything looks completely normal. It is a 1928, which means it's a first year of issue bill. Before this, we had the large size paper money bills. Now, it's only when you flip the bill over to the back that you notice there's a big mistake here, guys, and that is the fact that this is a dual denomination or double denomination bill. Some people will jokingly say this is a $15 bill because you've got 10 on the front and the 5 on the back. However, this is incredibly rare, incredibly valuable, and collectors will pay big money for this dual denomination note that sold for $19,800. $22,800 for this 1928C $10 bill. So the fact that this is from the series of 1928C and it's a highly graded bill makes this one really rare and really valuable. If you ever come across a 1928C $10 bill, just know that you have something that is really hard to come by and it's likely worth some good money. This one did sell for $22,800. $800. We do hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to get your free Coin and Currency ebook down below, and we'll see you in the next one.